This one is gonna be a long one. Um, this is going to be one of the probably one of the best rants I have done. And if I look up here, before I get to that, if I look up here, I have my TV connected to my computer. So, my computer and everything, I have another screen, like a double monitor thing up here. So if I look up here, I'm just looking at stats. Alright, let's put the phone down. So, the season started off. First, let's go through the off season. We traded first rounder for Seth Jones. The last treat from Stam, which probably I'll get into everything. Probably gonna end up recording this in parts. I'll put them all together, but I can't yell and talk. I'm gonna lose my voice if I yell and talk for like over an hour. So I'm probably gonna do this in parts. I'm assuming it's gonna go, around maybe hour and a half, something like that. Because I have a lot I want to say, but yeah, oh my god, what? And no, I'm not wearing anything Blackhawks. I'm not even gonna. Nope, not happening. First of all, what a fun season. I mean, hoo. I was enjoying myself the entire time. Pat Foley's final season, and we dump everything down the drain. Great, right? I know. Off season starts. We trade for Seth Jones. First round pick for Seth Jones. Traded away Duncan Keith for Caleb Jones, his brother. Also, we drafted Colin Dock, or whatever his name is. Something around that range. I don't know. He's not going to be relevant in like 2 years, so it's whatever. Because, he is going. Yeah, see, we have two brothers on his team, Caleb Jones and Seth Jones, who are. You would think they'd be good on the same line together, but they're not. They're actually freaking awful together. They are awful. It's like watching Tyler's play hockey. They're like running around, like they're like. Yeah, like come on. And then we got. What's his name? Oh, for God's sakes. I think his name is Colin Dock. Colin Dock, I think. Oh, let me see. I have the roster right here. Pretty sure this is the actual NHL roster, so. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Colin Dock. Kirby Dock, the big bubblegum derp face. Kirby Dock, right? He is going to, right? So we got the big bubblegum derp face. Kirby Dock, because Kirby's a video game character. It's like a bubblegum, right? We have the big bubblegum derp face. And then, of course, we have Colin Dock, his brother, which, by the way, Colin Dock, I believe, is in Rockford. Derek King came. Oh, we'll get into Derek King. Right, so all this offseason stuff didn't really affect the regular season, so I'm not going to get into it that much. Kyle Beach situation happened. Again, not going to get that in the here. If you want to search it up, if you want to know what happened, look it up. You can find a million articles on it. Not going to talk about it on here. First 10 games was a loss. Now, I lost all hope in those first 8-10 games that we lost. I believe we beat Ottawa. I think we beat Ottawa to win our first game, and then everything went on from there. I remember Jack Hughes had a nasty move at was it Lincoln or Fleury? I don't know. Had a monstrous move. Yeah, so it was like we were like 0-8. You were like 0-8-2, something like that. I know we had a couple overtime. Yeah, 12 overtime losses. How do we lose? I'm gonna jump all over the place. There's no script, so I'm jumping all over the place. We'll get into that. 12 overtime losses. Not very happy with it. Oh my God, Seth Jones is being paid $5.5 million. Oh my God, Seth Jones is getting, Reese Johnson is getting paid. Hold on, Tyler Johnson's getting paid $5.5 million. I'm looking at these salaries. Hold on, Kubelik's getting paid $4. That's not bad. Colin D'Elia is getting paid $5 million. Oh, never mind. DeBrincat deserves all the money he's getting. Calvin DeHaan's getting paid $5.5 million. Oh Lord, save us all. Okay, I'm gonna get into the player salaries. Here's the thing with. Okay. Ow. Let's put the player salary, so I got a little off track. Why is Seth Jones being paid more than Patrick? So much to go over. So we trade for Seth Jones. By the way, Seth Jones had the best season of his career by far, but his season was not good. He's a quality defenseman, but he's not worth the first rounder. Maybe a second or a third at best. Maybe like another prospect in there. I don't think he was worth the first. That was another gift from Stan Bowman before he went out. I don't think he's worth the first rounder. No one thinks he's worth the first rounder. Right, so we're just going to skip to the season, really, because I want to talk about more things in the season. The season, you guys know what happened in the season. We just sucked. I know, Kel McCarr, Kirby Dach got made look like a fool. I even laughed at it. I mean, that was Kirby Dach, man. Good Lord. I got news. I got my things to say about Kirby Dach, too. He's young, but he's 21, and he sucks. You guys are going to say there's room for improvement, but no. And I'll tell you why. The thing is with the Blackhawks is we had a lot of things happen off the ice that I think affected our performance on the ice. Stan Bowman got in an allegation, so he was gone, right? He was already meaning to be gone. But after that, he was just like, you knew he was, long gone. Sayonara. So we let go of Stan Bowman in the middle of the season. Good Lord. I was thinking about throwing my own party. I was so... I even did my happy dance. Right, so... Then... Stan Bowman, gone. We hire Kyle Davidson over Eric Tulsky. Do I have a problem with what Kyle Davidson is doing so far? A little bit. Most of it is because of what he's doing with Derek King. But except that, and trading Hagel, man, it hurt, but it had to be done. We needed a first round pick, and he was the only person who wasn't, that valuable, but was also valuable that we could have gone. Why couldn't Hagel be a part of the rebuild? Because he's 24? I have no clue. I have no clue. But the thing is, we need someone who can bring this spark to our team. We reached out to Barry Trotz. The Barry Trotz. Will he sign with us? Probably not. Maybe if he's the highest paid coach in the NHL, maybe he could be the next Joe Quenneville. Man, Joe Quenneville, was he a great man? I miss Joe Quenneville. Now he's off to Florida. Now he's off in Florida Panthers. They're in the playoffs. They're getting their butts kicked by Tampa, but at least they made the playoffs. Okay, I was gonna say Boris. I'm looking at Boris Katchuk's name, that's why. Right, so Barry Trotz. Is there a chance he comes to Chicago? Yes. Is there a chance he does it? I think there's a more chance he doesn't than he does. I feel like there's a more chance he doesn't come here than there is that he does come here. Just because how, Barry Trotz can go to any team he wants who needs a coach right now. So why would he want to come to Chicago If you can go to any team you want, you can go to a playoff contending team who's going to win right now. But no, let's go to a rebuild team in Chicago. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, so, but Bowman's gone. His effects is still having a huge part on us. We're still holding Ali Mata's contract. The draft lottery happened where we had to give our pick to Columbus because of the Seth Jones trade. Let's just go to the trade deadline. I'll get into all that later. Trade deadline. We kick it off with Brandon Hagel and a 4th rounder being traded to Tampa for 2 first-round picks, Boris Katchouk and Taylor Rash. At the time, I was upset because Bagel was gone. Bagel. Yes, we call him Bagel. That's his nickname. Bagel was gone. Right, Bagel was gone, and so was our fourth round pick. Whatever. But Hagel was the huge loss. But Taylor Radish, I am so happy, man. Taylor Radish. How old is Taylor Radish? How old is Taylor Radish? Where is Taylor Radish? Right here. 23 years old. 22 points. Right? Taylor Radish, right? Skaters. Checking his stats real quick. Regular season. Teams. Blackhawks. Good stats. Where is he? Never mind, he had 10, but never mind. I don't know where he got 22 points from. He got 10 points. He got 10 points. 6 goals, 4 assists. I have typing for Taylor Radish. Also, Boris Katchouk. He isn't doing as much as, I mean, he had 1 point this year. Lucas Reichel still isn't doing that much. Josiah Slavin, whatever. He's, I never heard of Curtis Gabriel. And who is who's this? Curtis Gabriel. Who is Curtis Gabriel? Anchor.com doesn't have a picture for Curtis Gabriel. That's how important he is. Remember, they do. He's 29 years. What's his contract? He's 29 years old and he isn't even playing. Why are we paying him? What's his contract? I don't want to watch Curtis Gabriel. He has no highlights. He didn't play. How can I watch his highlights? He has 5 points his entire career. If he has 5 points the entire season, why is he even... Oh, for God's sake. Someone come and shoot me in the head. If he has 5 points the entire season, why is he... If he has 5 points the entire career and he's been playing since 2013, why are we even paying him? Can we cut him and sign someone who's actually going to do something? Or is that not allowed? Jakob Galvis, I heard of. Wyatt Nicholas Bodine, Isaac Phillips, Brett Connolly. He's still on the team. Interesting. Ian Mitchell, Josiah Slavin, Lucas Reichel, Boris Katchouk, Alex Regula, Mike Hardman. I'm pretty sure Michael got injured this season. Right? Did he get injured? Hold on. Mike Hardman injury. Oh, head laceration. Oh my. Oh, he's in the AHL. Well, that's why I haven't heard of him. So, apparently Mike Hardman, who was actually okay on Florida, has lost his place on Chicago. We sent him back down there. Okay. Mike Hardman, Adam Gaudette. He's still on the team? Jesus. Kara, man, get better, Kara. He took a nasty hit. Reese Johnson, Tyler Johnson, Henrik Borgstrom, he's okay. Calvin DeHaan, Connor Murphy, Radish, Carpenter. Carpenter got traded. I don't know why he's still on here. Sam Lafferty, Riley Stillman, McKenzie, Entwistle, Caleb Jones, Eric Gustafson. Eric Gustafson, man, he sucks. Get him out. Gustafson. 18 points for Eric Gustafson. He is 29 years old. He is gonna have a salary of $800,000. Can we just get him out of here, please? If you don't re-sign Dylan Strome, I'm gonna throw someone across the room. Gustafson, he's okay. So, right, we get to the trade deadline. Hagel traded for 2 first-round picks. I don't know what we're going to do with a first-round pick this year. I hope we drop either the defenseman or goaltender. We don't need any more wingers. Save the wingers for free agency. And let's just, make some moves in free agency, right? Maybe like a couple of trades. Here's the thing, man. The trade deadline. Then we trade away Flower for a second-round pick. Actually not bad considering what we got for him. We didn't trade much for him, so actually what we got for him was pretty good. Sadly, Minnesota didn't make the conference finals, so we didn't, they would have made the conference finals, so it would turn into a second-round, it would have turned into a first-round pick, but that didn't happen. We trade away Ryan Carpenter, whatever, he's whatever. That's really the trade deadline for you. I'm zooming quick through the season because I really want to get into the off-season stuff. Okay. Here's the part you all been waiting for. Shall we talk about Derek King? Oh my god, my good old buddy, Derek King! So... Derek King, he's old, right? When he's coaching, he looks confused. Now, he looks confused when he coaches. He does. He doesn't have much charisma. I mean, you can put a chipmunk on the bench and have the chipmunk coach. And the chipmunk with more charisma than Derek King on the bench. Derek King just sits there with his stupid little glasses on, acting like Mr. Four Eyes, right? Right? With his, stupid little glasses on, sitting there with his face like this. What are you confused about? I'm playing the game. Former Blackhawk. Colson Rockford! What are you confused about? You're gonna put Mike McCarthy coaching the Blackhawks. Would he do a better job? No. Mike McCarthy. Oh boy. Yeah, the fat, white bearded. Yeah, no, I don't like Mike McCarthy at all. Aaron Boone. Aaron Boone would do a better job coaching hockey than Derek King, and I mean that too. Aaron Boone would do a better job. Doc Rivers is Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers also looks confused. He's also like this. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh, dear. Oh, here we go. This is the fun part. Derek King, very slow on his feet, old as anything, tripped on his way to the podium for an interview, and then he laughs when we loses. He laughs when he says we have too many men on the ice. Why are you laughing? We lost. There's nothing to laugh about. Oh, jeez. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Now my heart rate's starting to... Yep, here we go. What is there to laugh about? Seriously. We lost. You shouldn't be laughing. Oh, here we go. Right, so we go into, the phase, where he's an interim head coach. We have to get back into things. We lost our GM. 105. Jesus. Right? I have a heart rate of 105. I get to the point where, we lost our GM. We lost our coach. Just ease our way back in this. Now! Well, yes, actually, we do have to ease our way back into this. But here's the point. We fire Jeremy Colleton, we fire the other guy, I forgot his name. We fire Stan Bowman, and we fire our coach. We fired everyone to hopefully get ourselves back to where we were back in 2015 when we won the Stanley Cup with our Timmy Panarin. Oh, our Timmy Panarin. Why did we trade Panarin? That's another story. Point is, I don't know how much clearer I have to make it. If Derek King stays our head coach, we are not getting anywhere as a franchise. We're not getting anywhere as a team. We are not getting anywhere ever. Consider, if Derek King stays our head coach, consider the 2015 Stanley Cup to be our last for a while. Because Derek King is not getting us to a Stanley Cup. He doesn't have the charisma. He doesn't care as much. He looks confused. He's old. He's slow on his feet. He just looks stupid. And I don't like Derek King. Derek King is probably the worst coach in the NHL, and I mean that wholeheartedly. I do not like Derek King. Derek King sucks. Ooh. 104, nice. Derek King. If Derek King stays, we are not getting anywhere as a team. If Derek King stays, good lord. His interviews too, man. He stutters. He's like, let's go, Hawks. We had too many men. We're gonna because having too many men on the ice is funny, right? Committing penalties a game, having a 19% power play percentage, that's funny! Having a 76% power kill percentage, that's funny! And you wonder why they score so many goals. How about you pay more attention? How come I can count? How come I can count the players on the ice, but you can't? Can't even do math? I doubt it! Holy cow. 135 beats per minute. Gonna have a heart attack. Here's the thing. Derek King. If he stays our head coach. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus, Marion. I'm gonna need a break. I'm gonna need to do this in parts. Right? If Derek King stays their head coach, this is... that noise and that, like, the thing going down. If Derek King's their head coach, the credibility Kyle Davidson is gonna have is also gonna skyrocket down. It's gonna be like the Russian stocks. Woo! Gonna go down. Right? I mean, Derek King's credibility, I think, has dropped a lot. let him coach and let him go coach and no, actually don't. Rockford made it to the playoffs this year. Instead of my Syracuse Crunch loss, whatever. Rockford made it to the playoffs. Right, Rockford. Without Derek King. Oh, wow, look at that. Whoa! Without Derek King, they made it to the playoffs. Do you see what Derek King does to teams? Without Derek King, Rockford did better without Derek King than they did with Derek King. And we did better. Derek King, wherever Derek King goes, it's going to get worse. He makes everything worse. Right? He makes everything worse. Derek King cannot stay. Period. Let's see. 25 minutes in. No, 26. The hiring of GMs. I would have liked Eric Tolsky. Eric Tolsky was my top candidate who I would like. Kyle Davidson wasn't too far down. Top 3. I like Kyle Davidson. I think it's he knows things that has to be done. It may hurt his heart too, but he knows it has to be done, so he does it. Right, so he does it. Derek King. Let me see what Derek King's done. Kyle Davidson, I think, is going to do a good job. I think he knows what he's doing. He's building for the future, getting all these first-round picks, making sure he has 2 first-round picks next year. I feel like he knows what he's doing. We have 2 first-round picks next year. Right, we have 2 first-round picks next year. And I feel like he's, really going to... I feel like he's going to do good. I have faith in Davidson, I do. I have faith in Davidson. I think Davidson's going to do a exceptional job getting us back to the point where we have to go. What is my phone doing? Oh, someone's calling me. Well, I don't want to talk to this person right now, so. My friend just called me. I don't want to talk to him right now. So, hung up. Yeah, he's... By the way, friends, if you text me or whatever and I don't answer or call me, it's because I don't feel like talking to anyone at the moment. Just a little note. It's rough over here in Chicago. I have not felt this sad since the Blackhakws lost the playoffs to the Nashville Predators back in 2017. And I'm so glad that Nashville got swept because I hate Nashville. As you can see, I'm trying to just calm myself down. Not talk as fast. Talk softly. You're not talk as fast. Talk calmly. Talk softly. Ease myself back into the group here where I can yell again and save my voice. 28 wins, 42 losses, and 12 overtime losses. How do we win? First of all, how do we lose 12 overtime games? Second of all, 68 points is awful. Points percentage was 415. Good lord, that's bad. Goals, 289 goals. That's lovely. 289 goals against. I bet you almost half of them was from Kevin Lincoln and Colin D'Elia alone. Yeah, it was just, I'm looking at these stats, it was bad. Power play, 47. Power play percentage, 19.18. Penalty kill, 76%. That's not bad, it's just, it's not good. It's not good. 76 is not good at all. Save percentage, 893. Could be better. Yeah, goodness gracious. Hey, by the way, the league average for goals against is 255. We have 289. That is a 44 goals difference. 44! 44! That is a 44 goal difference. Oh, jeez. If that doesn't tell you we need better goaltending this year, I don't know what does. Roster. Let's go down this wonderful roster, shall we? Henrik Borgstrom. I believe he's Finnish. Looks like the Finland flag. 24 years old. I hope to God we keep him. $900,000. Not paying him much at all. Kirby Dach. Okay, we're gonna save Kirby Dach for last. Calvin DeHaan, 30 years old, $5.5 million. Ooh, whoa. I don't know about $5.5 million, especially what he's doing at the age of 30. I mean, let's do some research here. Calvin DeLea contract. Calvin DeLea contract. No, not Calvin DeLea. I want Calvin DeHaan, not Calvin DeLea. Oh, for God's sakes. Calvin DeHaan contract. Are we gonna trade him this year? I hope so. Oh, his contract is up this season. Is it? He signed a 4-year, 18. We traded. Why would he trade for Calvin DeHaan? Oh my God. Oh, he was pretty good on the Islanders. Okay. 18.8, 4-year, 18 mil. Contract is a cap hit of $5,400,000. 2018. So is either up this season or next season. I hope we don't sign him. He's like a Duncan Keith. Alex DeBrincat. I can say a million things about him, and they'd all be good things. He just had a child recently. Life is great for Alex DeBrincat, making $5 million a year, earning every single penny. I love DeBrincat. Colin DeLea. Oh Lord, does he suck? Colin DeLea sucks. You know, while we're at it, let's actually look at Colin DeLea's contract here. Colin DeLea contract. Let's see how long he's staying for this for. Okay. Okay, so yeah, his contract's up. I think his contract's up next season as well. So Mackenzie Entwistle, 22 years old. He is one of the first rookies to not be under the Stan Bowman experiment. So is Reese Johnson. Caleb Jones isn't a rookie, but he's a young one. Boris Katchuk, Philip Kurashev, Taylor Radish, Alec Regula, Riley Stillman, Dylan Strome, and Alex Vlasic are one of the first people who are young to not be under the Stan Bowman experiment. Eric Gustafson. Oh my God, get him off the team. What's his contract looking like? How long did he sign for? $100,000 a year. What did we sign him for? Eric Gustafson. Oh, they only signed 1 year. Hey! Oh, never mind. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't say. Whatever. Reese Johnson. He's young. He's had a pretty good season. Right? NHL stats. Reese Johnson. 6 points, 5 assists, 1 goal. Not bad for how much ice time he had. Tyler Johnson got hurt. I can't really say anything about Tyler Johnson except he got hurt. 31 years old, $5,500,000 is kind of a lot for Tyler Johnson, but it was also great on Tampa. I didn't really get to see him play this year, so I think he is going to be a pretty good asset for this team. Caleb Jones, we got him in the Duncan Keith trade. Seth Jones, we talked about him. Patrick Kane, we're paying Seth Jones $5 million. Oh dear, okay. Patrick Kane, Seth Jones is being paid more than Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews combined. I believe so. Maybe, just a little bit. That's wrong, man. Seth Jones does not deserve $5 million. Boris Katchuk, he is amazing. 23 years old. He's going to be good. I mean, Taylor Radish, though. I am so excited for Taylor Radish. Dominic Kubalik. We actually have some trade rumors on Dominic Kubalik. Edmonton Oilers and Anaheim Ducks are the front runners for the trade of Dominic Kubalik. Could be getting tops a third rounder. Maybe the prospect, maybe that Cogliano person, Andrew Cogliano, I think that's how you say it. Stan Bowman wanted him in the draft. I'm gonna open up a window. It's kinda hot in here. Stan Bowman wanted him in the draft. Didn't get him. Went a few picks before us. I think we may be able to get Cogliano in a third for Dominic Kubalik. That seems fair to me. That'll also relieve another $4 million, which will really help our salary cap to get more players in free agency. You can really make a hit. Philip Kurashev, 22 years old. So excited for Philip. I'm so excited to see Philip Kurashev. Sam Lafferty, I don't know if he signed or we traded for him. I think he just signed with us. $800,000 a year. $850,000 a year for Kevin Lankinen for him to do absolutely nothing. Kevin Lankinen sucks. Our goalie core, man, Colin DeLea and Kevin Lankinen, man. Jesus, do they suck. Probably one of the worst goalie cores in all of the league. Jake McCabe, $3 million a year. McCabe isn't bad. He's an average defenseman. Taylor Radish, of course. Alec Regula, $70,000 a year. $70,000 a year for Alec Regula. He's just an up-and-coming rookie, too. Riley Stillman, $1 million for Stillman. If we don't resign Dylan... Strome, I'm going to be so upset. Re-sign Strome. Make that your priority. Cat, Kane, Strome. Top 3. If you don't have any money left after that, so what? We'll spend next year. But you have got to resign Toews, Kane, Strome, Cat. I know Toews is old, 33 years old. I don't care. We cannot let Toews go. We have to let something get in the way. And I think love is going to get in the way. Because I don't think there's any way Davis is going to say, alright, Toews, you can walk. I don't think there's any way he can do that. If we re-sign Toews, I'm going to be the happiest person in the world, man. I love Toews. Toews is the reason why I'm a Blackhawks fan. I saw Toews play and instantly became a Blackhawks fan. Toews is the reason why I am a Hawks fan. If we trade away Toews, no one talk to me, don't text me, don't talk to me, just pretend I'm dead. Let me mourn. And of course we have Toews and then Alex Vlasic. Kirby Dach, let's talk about him. $832,550 a year, not bad. He was a first-round draft pick. 21 years old. He's not going to be... I don't think he's going to get any better. He's not going to be good. Now you may be asking, why are you saying this, Jim? He's young. Well, he was the person of a Stan Bowman experiment. He was exposed in the league too early. right? You got exposed too early. Didn't even send. I don't even played a game in Rockford. You just immediately got sent to the MLB. He needed some time to develop his game in Rockford, and you didn't give him that time. So he had the rush, so he didn't really have the time to develop, and you just send him send to the NHL right away. You don't do that. You let whether it's your first or whatever. Of course, you want them to play, but you also don't send them to the league right away, right? Kirby Dach should have played the NFL, right? You don't have those farm teams, so with the NBA, but MLB and NHL, there's farm teams, and there is no reason not to use them. Put Kirby Dach in Rockford for at least a year and a half, maybe even 2 years. Then if he's doing well, then bring him up. You don't bring him up right away. That's what farm teams are for. Kirby Dach, he was a Stan Bowman experiment. I don't think he's ever going to be good. Seriously. I could eat my words. I'd be happy if I was proven. I hope to be proven wrong. Seriously, I hope to be proven wrong. I really do. I hope Kirby, comes in to be, a next Jonathan Toews or Temi Panarin or someone like that. I hope he does. But I also think that I don't think there's really any room for improvement anymore because he didn't get that time in Rockford. So I don't think he's gonna be that guy. I don't think he's gonna progress that much. And I feel like he's gonna be out of the team once the contract is up. Maybe we decide him, at another, small deal, maybe like a 2-way deal. But yeah, I like a 2-way deal, but I don't think he's gonna be a centerpiece of our team anymore. He got exposed too early. That's what farm teams are for. All right. Now it's time for, I don't know. I think I really covered everything. I don't think I have to really cover anything else. Never mind. NHL draft. I think Shane Wright is going first. I really do. I think Shane Wright is going first overall to Montreal. So, and part of the Stan Bowman's last gift, we had to give our pick to Columbus. Now Columbus has 2 first-round picks. But Blackhakws have 2 first-round picks next year anyway, so, it's fine. We have to give our pick to Columbus. The 6th pick should be ours, but no, we have to give it away to Columbus. I hope Tampa loses soon, because we're going to be picking, very late in the draft. Maybe, at least 27 through 31, because we have Tampa Bay's pick. But Tampa Bay decided that it's going to go back to... But Tampa decided that they want to go back to back to back. So, we're probably at the second to last pick in the draft. Last pick, the second to last pick in the draft. Because Tampa decided that they want to get back to back to back. It's really just a mess here in Chicago. It really is. We don't have a coach. We don't have scouts. We don't, we fired Colleton. We fired this guy, I forgot his name. We have a coaching job that I don't think is secure for Derek King. I want Derek King gone. I want Derek King gone. I just have so much things that are question. We have so many things that are question marks. We're still holding Ali Mata's contract. Kubalik trade rumors. Re-signed Strome, Kane, Toews. Strome, Kane, Toews, and Cat. There's just so much things that's going on. And I don't know. It's gonna be a it's gonna be a long off season. A lot of heartbreak, I'm afraid. If you want to see a off season recap, let me know. And yeah, so I didn't end up doing this in parts, which is nice, so I can just, end it and edit it and get it out too. But yeah, so if you enjoyed, hit the like button and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Peace out.